DIA is trying to airport with one runway tied behind its back. Yet it's been like that for months, and only on Sunday did it turn into a full-blown excrement show with planes lined up 50 deep trying to take off. Our Mark Salinger looks at what went wrong.
If there's one way to ruin a flight before it's even in the air, it's looking out the window and seeing a traffic jam. A line of more than 50 planes stacked up behind each other Sunday morning, all waiting to take off.
It was determined that the priority was going to be given to the arriving aircraft.
Dave Riley is a retired air traffic controller in Denver who spent 32 years on the job. He knows what happened in Denver yesterday. Ended up delaying 813 flights, around 50% of all the flights into or out of the airport for the entire day.
I only ever saw this scenario when I was working once or twice.
Denver is down a runway right now. FAA documents show it's been closed for maintenance since the end of March and will remain closed into July. But that wasn't the only factor at play. While 3 runways were open for planes landing, only one could be used for planes needing to take off. A low cloud ceiling and a heavy arrival schedule pushed controllers into the scenario, and so the backup grew.
Because what happened yesterday is all the departures that were in Denver vacated their gates, taxied out to 3-4 right, and then they were delayed just enough to those arrivals that were getting in, all landed, went to the gates, deplaned, boarded, and got into that same scenario too.
Controllers were moving to get as many planes as possible out fast, but the weather, closed runway, and planes in the sky needing to land led to only one runway being used for departures.
If the clouds weren't as low, then they could have used visual approaches, and it changes the scenario completely.
A perfectly bad set of circumstances that led to a long wait before the flight even began.
The FAA's planned maintenance of the runway started at the end of March, and they expect potential delays on the taxiway through September. It's important to note that we don't see massive delays because of the closed runway every day. All the factors yesterday, Kyle, compounded for just a really bad day for flyers.
Unique situation. So they had another runway, but they chose not to use it.
Well, they couldn't use it because they had 2 lines of planes coming in, landing on those 2 other runways, and then the other one facing east that they could have used for takeoffs. They just can't do that with all those planes coming in for landings. It just created this kind of hectic situation where everybody's trying to line up on one runway to take off.
All their decisions make sense, right? It's not being critical of the decisions. It just was what it was. All right, Mark Salinger, thank you.